The last game, and this is for the lady in the back, this is kind of a quest game. And this game I really like. It's called Sangre, and this one became so popular. This has been out for a few years. There's even a Sangre 2 now. This is the first one that I'm playing here, but the story, I guess, behind it is somebody that you love has been taken to the hell dimension. And you go down to the hell dimension, which is all dark, and you can't see anything, right? And in the hell dimension, you have to go through all these different chambers and these different levels to find these musical notes or something like that. And then once you've collected enough of these notes, you get to rescue the person that you're looking for. The great thing that I love about this is my thumbs become my feet. So if I tap my left thumb on the screen, my left foot moves. My right thumb, my right foot moves. So I can walk using my two fingers, my two thumbs. I can also run with those things, right? But as you know, if you miss one step, you trip and fall, which I do quite often. So let's take a look at Sangre.
Calendar, Wednesday, September 17th. Earmonst, Audio Archer, Mail, Music, Sangre, Running. Sangre, play this again, button, main entrance, button. Begin, select level, more games, select level. More, main menu, play level 1, in the dark. Warehead. Voiceover off.
Yes, you are walking. A little more.
This is all with my thumbs now. You hear the footsteps.
Good. Now try to run. Run too fast and you will trip up. Keep going, have tripped. That scatter sound is the sound of the light, the exit. Walk towards it. You will need to find the sound of the light to exit each chamber in the kingdom of Sangre. Now, you will learn to listen and to turn to face the sounds you hear.
Voiceover on, landscape. Capital S, capital N.
There we go.
Footstep, voiceover off.
Yes, you are walking. A little more. Good. Now try to run.
Okay.
Run too fast and you will trip up.
Shush. Okay. So this one is really cool because you're moving in a three-dimensional space. So you're not just moving straight ahead, you're turning to the right, you're turning to the left, you can do a 360-degree turn. How do you know? Because you're listening for the sounds. And again, if you hear a sound off to your left, you know that you need to turn to your left so that that sound then becomes distributed equally in your headset, right? That's how you know when you're moving or facing in the right direction. And it becomes really tricky because in later levels, I've encountered hogs, which are out to get me. I've encountered gremlins, which come up and hack me up, which I'll show you in a moment because That's always fun to get killed. But one of the things that I've noticed about these games, this particular one, because it's set in hell and it's, Papa Sangre, I mean, Sangre is blood and blah, blah, blah. It's kind of, the sounds are kind of gory, And I've been having some fun with that because, that's not typically what I'm used to. It's not what I grew up with, that's for sure. Let's see where I am. Oh,
Voiceover on.
I always forget that I have to.
Calculator.
Now, you don't have to turn voiceover off, but it does. I find that it helps me because the game is actually usable without voiceover, and that's what's fun about it.
Voice memo. Home. Papa Sangre. Running.
Touch the bottom left-hand side of your screen now. Step.
Footstep right.
Bottom right of your screen. Step.
Voiceover off.
You have tripped. Get up.
Come on, let me get out of this level, lady.
Keep going. That sparky sound is the sound of the light.
And I know how to. I have to. 1 second, you guys. Bear with me.
Voiceover on. Papa Sangre. Close Papa Sangre.
There we go.
Ear monsters. Running. Messages.
Open Papa Sangre.
Landscape. PS2. Begin. Select begin. Button. Begin. Select level. More games. Begin. Button. Wear headphones. Triple tap the top half of the screen to pause. Skip. Button. Footstep right. Voiceover off.
I'm in a marsh now.
You can outrun a Reaper. Listen hard while you run.
So the Reaper got me. It's fun. That's all I can really say is like this one is extra hard because you're moving a lot. You're not just aiming at something. You're actually you're controlling all range of motion from your feet to turning around to doing all these different things that you may not necessarily be used to doing in an electronic game, because mostly when we do electronic games we're moving ahead, we're jumping maybe a little bit, or running. But this one has been I think one of the most fun games that I've really gotten to play with. And the most difficult. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think I've made it past level 7, and I've been trying for like 6 months. So I'm not even gonna pretend.
Gosh, when
Yes.
it said, you were saying you can turn to your right, turn to your left.
Uh-huh.
Are you physically doing that, or are you turning?
No, so the footsteps as you're tapping the lower left and right corners of the screen is where your footsteps are. To turn your body, you have to swipe your finger along the upper half of the screen, and you're holding the phone in landscape.
Okay.
So as you're holding it, you're kind of swiping your finger to navigate, but you can do this all with your thumbs. So it's kind of, you have like fluid, where the motions tend to be more fluid. Okay. I'm not going to pretend and say it doesn't take a lot of getting used to, especially when you're trying to avoid getting killed. Because with this last one, I'm in a marsh, and you're not running very quickly in a marsh. It's easier to run on stone ground. So this particular one, this is the level that I've kind of been stuck at for the last several months, and I'm like, somebody give me a code to get out of here. But of course, the next level's only going to be harder. So I don't want to mess myself up by skipping it and going to something that's more difficult when I can't even handle this one.
Gus, you have a question on the right.
Yes.
I actually have gotten past, I'm actually in the second to last level, and I can't get past the ice lake. It is like a nemesis. You will be stuck on a flood marsh.
It's just a really, really fun experience. Yeah, and I never, when I first read about it, I was like, yeah, no. It's the same reaction I had to when I heard that the first iPhone was going to be accessible with, to blind people, and I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work, right? And then I opened it up and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I really kind of wish I had more time to devote to it, but unfortunately, they don't pay me that much. She won't pay me to work on it that much, I mean, my boss.